Encyclopaedia Biblica, a critical dictionary of the literary, political and religion history, the archaeology, geography and natural history of the Bible, edited by Thomas Kelly Cheyne and J.Sutherland Black, is a critical encyclopedia of the Bible. In theology, biblical studies, it is often referenced as the Enc.Bib, or as Cheyne and Black. It has an article for every single name and place both in the Bible and in its traditional apocrypha, as well as for each of the books of these, together with many improper nouns appearing in these and other more general subjects. Many of these articles are given in great detail, and usually include mention of the various spellings for each word as used by the Masoretic text, Septuagint, and by other ancient versions. The largest article is that on the Gospels, which is over 5 megabytes in size. Despite being almost completely plain text, it is thus an extremely large work. In PDF form, it constitutes a total of about 190 megabytes of mostly plain text. It is frequently referenced by other respected Bible-related encyclopedias of the period, such as the Catholic Encyclopedia, and 9th edition of the Encyclopaedia Britannica. The Jewish Encyclopedia has some articles which quote large sections from it nearly verbatim. It is also referenced by works such as the International Standard Bible Encyclopedia. It is hence, indirectly, also a source for a large number of Wikipedia articles about Judeo-Christian religion, as well as the direct source for others. A measure of its importance of some of the contributors is gained from the fact that the Jewish Encyclopedia dedicates the majority of the article, Jerahmeel, to discussing Cheyne's theory of the Jerahmeelites. Despite regarding it as arbitrary, the articles are still of value and interest to modern scholars, Islamic writers, as well as to religio-political commentators such as Jihad Watch. However, modern archaeological research and discoveries have made considerable portions of it obsolete, and modern interpretations are of even older material is likely to be very different. For example, the Jerahmeelite Arabian theory has long been ignored. It is no longer restricted by copyright and has become available online. Authors and contributors. The authors of the articles include most of the most respected biblical scholars at the time it was written. Several hold senior professorships at important universities. Many even hold the highest academic qualification, the Doctor of Divinity. The contributors are Cheyne's surprising theory about the Jerahmeelites. Professor Cheyne put forth a surprising theory concerning the Jerahmeelites. In his view, they were a powerful North Arabian tribe, with which the Hebrews came into conflict on the first approach to the land. A part of the Jerahmeelites was absorbed by the Hebrews, but there were many contests between the Israelites and the main body of the Jerahmeelites all through the period of the kings. Even among the post-exilic opponents of Nehemiah, the Jerahmeelites appear again. Cheyne believes that echoes of these conflicts once reverberated throughout the Old Testament, but that, owing to the corruption of the Masoretic text, they must now be reawakened by conjectural emendation of the text. Carrying out this idea, Cheyne finds the chief elements of Israel's origin, religion, and history in Jerahmeel. Babylonia and Assyria sink into insignificance beside Jerahmeel insofar as influence on the Old Testament is concerned. Amalekites is a corruption of Jerahmeelites. Beer Lahiwa is a corruption of Oel of Jerahmeel. Ephraim is often a corruption of Jerahmeel. The epithet of Jericho, city of palm trees, is a corruption of city of Jerahmeel. The names of Saul, of Kish, his father, and of most of the sons of Saul are held to be corruptions of Jerahmeel, and Isaiah's Marshal al-Hashbaz is is held to be a corruption of Jerahmeel will be deserted. Jerahmeel has been displaced by Babylon in Isa, XIII, and XIV, and Ezekiel's 3 wise men were Enoch, Jerahmeel, and Arab. Quote, "This list might be continued indefinitely. By the same principle, he derives other names from Rehoboth, Zarephath, Mizraim, and Arab. He does not equate Mizraim with Egypt. The vast majority of names of places and people in the Bible are connected by Cheyne to Jerahmeel, or one of these. The ingenuity of Cheyne's method may be admitted, but the thesis must be rejected as altogether arbitrary. That it has received serious attention is owing solely to the great service rendered by its sponsor in other departments of Old Testament research. Cheyne frequently mentions this theory in his Encyclopaedia articles, often appending his view to articles written by people with more mainstream interpretations. He does, however, detail the alternative views while doing so. Hence the articles are respected, as long as Cheyne's theory about these names is ignored.